Começa o vídeo como já? Já começa o vídeo como? Mais um vídeo de Alan Wake. Vamos lá então. Os pássaros vieram aí do Neida.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Another cable car. Deixa eu pegar o sinalizador, que tô achando que esses pássaros vão vir aqui agora, hein. Vou ficar esperto. Vai deixando o like, se inscrevendo aí no canal, mano. Pode ser que o canal dele tenha uma caída de vídeos, uma queda de vídeos. Que agora eu estou trabalhando. Mas sempre vai ter um ou dois vídeos aí, tá? Não posso garantir três. Bom, na verdade eu não sei, né? Porcaria vir. Vem. Pode vir. Que bom mesmo. Ah, vou cair lá embaixo, né? É óbvio que eu vou cair embaixo. É óbvio que eu vou cair aqui embaixo, né, cara? Oh! Essa foi quase. Você tá doido? Você tá doido? Mano, mas eu tô achando o game. Tô achando o game demais, cara. Tô gostando demais do game, viu? Que isso. Jogaço. Não é pra época que ele saiu, foi 2010, cara. 2010 a gente não tinha muito jogo assim. Tinha Resident Evil, né? Qual outro jogo? Eu não lembro qual outro jogo que devia ter. Sei, The Last of Us não tinha ainda. Ah, de novo, rifle de caça, cara. Ainda tem munição, viu? Vou continuar com a 12. Ixi, ó, a ponte do Kung Fu Panda, ó. Eita. Vocês podem correr aqui não, viu? Não pode. Tem uma garrafa de café ali, ó. Tô vendo. Hum. trouxa. De boa, mano. Foi de boa, foi tranquilo. Temos itens por aqui. Está aqui. Louco o jogo. Deixou eu pegar. Deu o que fazer pra pegar o item ali. Tá me trollando por acaso, é?
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Boss was not happy. Mas cuidado pra não cair, cara. Tá. Não, tá trancado. Oxi. Como é que eu não vi essa porta aqui, cara? O talking to me. Você conversa comigo na TV. Quanta palavra, velho. Tom. I curse you, eu amaldiçoo você, Thomas Zane. Você sente minha falta? Você... Really? Really eu não lembro o que é, velho. Meu inglês tem umas lacunas. Estou full munição de revólver. Escopeta. Rifle de caça. Mais flares. Souffleurs. Oh! Nossa, foi quase, cara. Não. Ah, eu joguei mais uma. Acabou minhas flash, velho. Joguei sem querer. Agora já foi. Tá maluco, cara? Quanto bicho. Pegar a garrafa de café. Ajeitando a cadeira aqui.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a boat near it. It had to be a boat.
Boat. Olha lá a pousada lá, ó. É a pousada lá, né?
I was close now. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. Get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Você é paciente aqui já? Como assim, cara?
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife.
Vai jogar ele pra longe, né? Ah tá, achei que fosse aquela parte que ele falou que ele agarraram ele e deu o que fazer, ele não sabia como é que ele acendeu o sinalizador. Aí ele foi jogado pra longe. Acabou o terceiro episódio. Alan Wake. Wake Alan. Fim do episódio 3.
I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
The Truth. A verdade.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
You lied.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
O que tá acontecendo, cara? Que loucura, mano.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had pumped
Grog.
in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I
Eu
was
tava
watching on
groggy.
television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes.
O cara tá
it'll do you
mentindo, velho.
good.
Tenho certeza.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Elevador de madeira, cara. Nunca vi.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned.
Tem um mosquito aqui, cara. Meu café, sai daqui. Some daqui, seu demônio. Te matar, seu
Hallucinations, paranoid
sem vergonha.
delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light
Trouxa.
and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return.
Que é mentira,
I
velho.
know the instinct is to resist,
cara aí tá
but think about it. Doesn't this make
suspeito.
far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Ô, velho, que perigoso. Alguém cair de lá de cima morre aí, velho. Fuxim. Fica o peito aí, ó. Aí o barulhinho, ó. Fuxim. Morreu, faleceu. Hartman.
I never get tired of this view. Very
É mesmo, é?
inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
Uma chuva.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way, follow me.
Ai, ai. This way,
Alan,
follow
what
me.
I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control, Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because
Cara,
you
foi um
don't
jogo de
want to
2010, ele
admit
tá
that
muito
you're not
bonito, né,
well?
velho?
It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I let him
illness.
talk.
Sai do meu
He
café,
honestly
seu
loved his own voice. His words have echoed
desgramado.
madly inside my head.
Mosquito filha da mãe,
I
cara.
dug my
Do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Velho, não deu tempo de ler duas legendas ao mesmo tempo,
Let's
não.
go inside.
Nossa, esse cara tá aí de novo.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
You're wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson,
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
Get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Ixi, agora até que faz sentido, cara. Ele escrever. Ah, lá os caras lá.
Rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these
Nice
two are
Springs.
the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need
Ó o
to
guardinha
do is get your
passando.
head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
He's checking on it now.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or
The doors
anything.
were locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys,
I may need
but
a
there was
hand
no
later
way to
on,
get my
but
hands
this
on them.
one's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha.
Something's
Doc's got
wrong.
me looking after Wake.
I'm not myself.
Holler if they get
It's hard to think that
I'll do
there's a
that
shadow
much.
inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
Buraco no peito.
I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Eu, hein? Wake. Hora de
The
escrever.
glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Então vamos sair. Investigue o tumulto.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir.
Barry na
Kept talking,
pousada.
giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now,
Sinclair
are
looked
we?
bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her
Well,
hard.
things
If she was one of
unraveling
Hartman's goons,
fast, aren't
she
they?
had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
It's my storm. I'm taking it.
Eles vêm, tomaram conta ali, hein?
We're on a comeback tour.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
No.
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses,
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Ah, trouxa. Ih, olha lá, ele falou ele. Tinha uma página que ele fala, eu sorri, não foi?
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. I had to find a way out.
Aí. Eita, poxa, o Venom vindo ali, cara. Ah, you kidding me, bro?
To get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Eu morri, cara. Mas na onde eu tenho que ir?
I had to find a way out.
Essa câmera é muito... Ela é muito pro lado esquerdo do Alan, cara. É meio zoado às vezes. Acho que por causa da lanterna, né?
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Ah, vou cair, velho. É aqui em cima. O problema é eu enxergar alguma coisa aqui, né? Eu não vou enxergar nada aqui, cara. Aqui, ó.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
É, não tem mais o que fazer não. Morri. Ele é muito lerdo, velho. Nossa, eu nunca vi alguém... Parece um asmático, cara. Parece que tem asma de verdade, não tô nem zoando. Lá, já cansou, velho. Que asmático.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al! Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Jeez, Al! The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
Ixi, tem dois lados do lugar aqui agora. Aguenta aí. Encosta em mim de novo pra você ver, otário. Don't trust and MLL.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Escriba pistoleiro. Você apagou 100 possuídos com um revólver. Ah, vai brincando, filho. Pai é gueto. Aqui é o objetivo. Deixa eu ver pra cá. Mais um manuscrito.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Certeza que a escuridão vai pegar esse Hartman agora. Quer apostar quanto mais pra frente a gente vai enfrentar ele, hein? Eu não duvido nada. Labirinto, cara. Não, pera, atravesse o jardim. Tá certo. Tá certo, é por aqui, ó. Oxi. Pra que lado eu tava indo ali? I don't know. Eu não sei. Ah lá. Ando de pássaro, filha da mãe, cara. Ah. Some daqui, meu. Some daqui. Opa.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Shiver. Oh, eu queria a lanternona grande lá, cara. Cadê meus equipamentos? O jogo devia fazer a gente pegar os nossos equipamentos. Eu tava com uma lanternona grande, cara. Sacanagem. Oh, calmou seus Ludmilla. trouxas. Acabando a munição. Não tenho pilha. O negócio vai feder, hein? O negócio tá lá embaixo, filho.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Ah, acho que ele vai morrer, coitado. Sacanagem, hein? Boa. Ai, deixa eu me direitar na cadeira aqui.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Barry ali, ó. Barry! I coming to you, my friend.
Al! You're alive! Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the Nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Vem.
Just hang on, Al. Hey, found a corner.
Boa.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out! Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jesus,
Não acredito.
I was trying to get out of the car, but the
Novidade, você perder a arma, cara.
Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here.
Barry, it's a take-it! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Now is Rainbow. Ah, parou, velho. Não tem nada pra me defender, não.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Parou, velho. Vai começar essa idiotice, cara. É que eu faço o quê? Ah, olha isso daí, cara. Eu não vou... Olha ele aqui, show. Velho, é esse merda desse bosta aí que não consegue correr, velho. Palhaçada com a minha cara, velho. Ah, tomar banho.
This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Ah, se ferrar esse jogo, filho. É um morto, cara. Acho que nem asmático corre tão pouco desse jeito, cara. Essa câmera lenta aí também tem hora que só atrapalha. Ah.
When he stopped the car at the intersection.
Ah, olha isso aí, velho. Ah, já cansou, velho. Ele deu 2 esquivadas e ele já cansou, cara. Nossa, que mula, velho. Nossa.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
I need you the light to destroy and get through. Pô, eu vou encerrar esse vídeo por aqui já, mano. Muito obrigado por ter assistido. Já vai dar 1 hora. Tamo junto. Fique no próximo episódio. Valeu, falou e eu fui.